Well, tonight we are trampling in uncharted waters. Kendrick, for the first time in our broadcast career, been covering Dallas Cowboys since about 2015, 16. The Dallas Cowboys have ended with a tie. Is that what I'm understanding? So nobody wins and nobody loses.
Yeah, man. Like Justin Timberlake say, I'm in my suit and tie shit. My suit and tie shit. Hey, man, got a tie. You know, no, you didn't lose, but you didn't win. You just got a tie. I mean, that's just is what it is. 40-40. In a tie.
And to quote the beautiful Rosie Perez in White Man Can't Jump. Sometimes when you win, you actually lose, and sometimes when you lose, you actually win, and sometimes you just don't win at all. You just draw, and that's where we got tonight. That's where we're at.
Yeah, man. And unfortunately, unfortunately for the Cowboys, neither them or the Green Bay Packers will be in my top 10 because they didn't lose, but neither of them won. So, hey, still at the top 10. You'll find out on Tuesday. Neither one of them will be in there. But yeah, man, this was a very entertaining game. Very entertaining game indeed. Didn't see that. Listen, go ahead.
It went blow for blow.
Yeah, man. Listen, we know the Cowboys defense is garbage. We know the Cowboys offense have to put up 30-something points to win this game. Bottom line is Dak did his damn thing. He balled out. Shout out to George Pickens. He balled out tonight. But yeah, man, this was a game where nobody could stop anybody. The Packers jumped on them 13-0, but the Cowboys showed resilience.
So Kendrick, we found out something. That tackle on Dak where he was running towards the end zone, they're considering that a sack.
Yeah, Micah got his sack. And actually, Micah actually saved the game for the Green Bay Packers because if he doesn't get that sack, Dak's walking in the end zone for a touchdown. That play actually.
Michael Parsons, how cute is that?
Oh yeah, I put it on the group chat. But yeah, that sack actually saved the touchdown. If the Cowboys get a touchdown, then the Green Bay Packers probably don't get a chance to win the game. Or time runs out on them because they need to have score 7 instead of 3. But yeah, man, both defenses were trash. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting the Green Bay Packers to be trash. But it's the NFL week to week. But yeah, the Cowboys, they don't get a win, but they don't get a loss either. They just get a tie. Unfortunately for both teams, that may hurt them as far as the playoff race goes because you need as many dubs you can get. And when it comes down to it, yeah, you may not have the loss, but you may not have the extra win to help you as far as the playoff seeding goes. So tough break for the Cowboys. But shout out to Dak Prescott. One of his best games I've seen him play in recent memory. But still, Walt, actually two things can be true at the same time after a football game. And unfortunately for today's game, it is. The Green Bay Packers are still undefeated at AT&T Stadium, and the Dallas Cowboys still have not suffered a loss this season at AT&T Stadium. So we both come out the way we came in. Nothing settled.
Yeah, the Cowboys are still undefeated.
Yeah, and the Packers are still undefeated. So yeah, man. So yeah, nothing settled. We're hoping we can figure it out next season. We can settle this if the Cowboys don't have to go to Green Bay, but hopefully it can be settled. But just not this season. Cowboys, Packers, 40-40. Like I said before, big game for Dak Prescott tonight. Also, big game by both quarterbacks. Dakota Rain Prescott balled out tonight. He really carried his team, even though Walt wanted him on the pitch count. No turnovers in this game for him. Played clean football. He was I'm looking at it right here. He was 31 of 40 for 319, 3 touchdowns, 124.9 QBR rating. for Dak Prescott. Not to be outdone, Jordan Love was 31 of 43 for 337 and 3 touchdowns, a 118.1 QBR rating. So both quarterbacks were balling tonight. But Walt, I want you to check me up on this, like you like to say. Your boy, George Pickens, his best game as a Cowboy, actually without CeeDee Lamb there, so that all make you think of something. Maybe do we really need to pay CeeDee Lamb off?
It's not
all that money. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Do we really need to play in the wide receiver money?
We win or lose the game tonight. Let's be happy.
Man, we didn't win. We didn't lose. But George Pickens 8 for 137, 2 touchdowns off 11 targets today, 16.8 yards a carry. Walt, check me up. How was his night as you saw it tonight?
Well, Kendrick, if you remember at the beginning of the night, I said that we need a big game from George Pickens tonight. You know, I saw him upset. This guy, we brought this guy in here for moments like this. This is what he was brought here for. Big plays, to go off like this. This is what we got him here for. And he delivered tonight. He really delivered. He was Mr. FedEx tonight. He delivered on Sunday. Literally.
Yeah, man. He listen, he was kind of quiet in the first quarter, but boys, the second quarter on, he exploded. Making big play after big play. Shout out to him. And not just big plays when they needed to make them. Down the field, over the middle. They kind of moved them all over the field. Played them in slot, played them on the right, played them on the left, the X and the Y and the Z. Yeah, man, he really showed up and showed out, man, and showed not only just the Cowboys, but people around the league, man, that he can play. Listen, he can play the main slot receiver out there. Just in case CeeDee Lamb is out. Now to get the Cowboys a lot of confidence.
It just made me feel like that if CeeDee Lamb was here tonight, we may bust him. We may bust him over the head.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Boogie Miles, the MRI can't fix his knee. But listen, it ought to get the Cowboys going to the however long CeeDee Lamb is out, get them confidence going to the to next week and the week after that. Hey, George Pickens carried the load, man. Like I said, 8 for $134. Jalen Tolbert finally made a big play this year with that catch, unbelievable catch. In overtime, he had 4 for 61 on the night. And Jay Ferguson 7 catches for 40 yards. But yeah, Dak distributing balls. I mean, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different receivers tonight. Dak was sharing the wealth tonight. Not just singled out on one receiver. So shout out to him, man. But yeah, man, this was a game of big plays on both teams. Defenses, be damned, couldn't stop anybody. But yeah, Michael Parsons did get 1 sack.
Defense terrible, and I still want Matt Eberflus fired.
Yeah, Walt still want Matt Eberflus fired. But yeah, man, we getting the tie and nothing changes, nothing settled. But the Cowboys, with all is gone, the Cowboys should have confidence going to next week. At least on the offensive end. On the defensive end, they still got issues, man. They got a lot of issues. And unfortunately, I don't think Jadeveon Clowney saw any of those on the night. He looked like a guy who was finished. But yeah, man, they still got issues. It's just the way what's going to be this year, unless something changes. But the Cowboys going to have to score 30 plus for them to just get ties. They might at least score 40 just to get a tie. They're going to score 30 plus just to try to win a football game, if not just tie it. But that's where it is right at.
Score damn near 40 points just to get a win. I mean,
just to get a tie.
Yeah, they had to score 40 points to beat the Giants, didn't they?
Yeah, they had to score 40. They had to score 40. So when the Cowboys score 40, they don't lose. They may not win, but they don't lose. The 2 times they scored 40 this season, they tied or won. Unfortunately, the time they didn't get the 40, they suffered hot ale. So if the Cowboys can get the 40 next week, we should at least get no better than the tie. If the Cowboys don't, we definitely getting the hot ale. That's how it goes. But yeah. But chat me up, man. How do you? We know you got Dak Prescott on the pitch count. What did you see about Dak Prescott tonight? How do you fare tonight?
What was my ending numbers for Dak tonight?
Once again, we'll count them out for you. He was 31 of 40, 319, 3 touchdowns. He was sacked once by Michael Parsons. He had a 124.9 QBR rate. He did have a rushing touchdown also. So he ended up having 4 total touchdowns today.
I was very, of course, you know me. I was very impressed with Dak. That's no shock there. He put the team on his back tonight and did what he had to do. He went out there and got his team a win tonight. He got his team a W tonight. I respect it. I love it.
He got his team a what?
A W. A W.
No, he didn't get. He got him a T.
Oh,
He didn't give him a W. He got him a T. He didn't give him an L, but he didn't give him a W. He got him a T, which means tie.
I got ahead of myself. You're right.
Yeah, I know you only see dubs and L's, but you got to see this T tonight.
I mean, that's because I don't see ties. I never see a tie.
Yeah, well, you got to see one tonight.
I never.
But yeah, man. Yeah, but man, I agree. Listen, I agree. Dak was dishing it tonight, man. 31 to 40, 319. Like I said, 8 different receivers. He showed pause. It really started off really kind of edgy for him. In the first quarter, they was getting to him, pressuring a little bit, but he settled down. So give him credit. He settled down, put the team on his back. Really showed a lot of poise, and really you can tell he wanted this game. You can tell he wasn't on the bench looking at his looking at his iPad. He was up. When the defense was up, he was up. Looking at the defense, probably trying to see what score after match. But he was up there, engaged on both sides of the ball, cheering on the defense for one reason, but cheering on giving his offensive line encouragement and giving shout out to the offensive line. They struggled early, but they kind of settled down from the second quarter on. Man, they started running the ball. Dak got a clean pocket. And started able to get off some throws, get some big time throws. So shout out to the offensive line, who was missing 2 starters.
Man, what? I'm glad you brought that up because at one point it looked like they couldn't score in the first quarter, and then it
looked like they were scared. I'm gonna take a cue from you. It looked like they were kind of scared to run the offense. I'm in the first quarter, like they was kind of scared to actually run offense. And when they started finally running offense, then they started to go and took it from there. You can go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead and continue.
No, you good. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what happened. It took to the second quarter for them to get going with. We had a was that a block or on the field goal or a punt or whatever?
Yeah, a block extra point. Block on an extra point.
We got 2
nothing.
Yeah.
In the first quarter, like I said, it was weird. Like the Cowboys was content just punting the ball. I think on two occasions they ran the ball on third down, just content to punt. It ended up hurting them because they ended up getting down by 13 points. But like I said, they got the block extra point, and then the Packers really, if you want to know, they really played bad clock management. It really could have cost them in this game. You think about in the end of the half, they're still trying to throw the ball and them getting a turnover and then giving up a free touchdown to the Cowboys and them taking the lead. And then at the end of the game, trying to throw the ball, end up getting 1 second. Who's the clock operator? And get 1 second. That could have went in very badly where they couldn't even got a score off of. But poor clock.
You know what you're gonna hear next week? Oh, that was a Vegas thing. Vegas had them. Vegas told them to do it that way. It's Vegas. Yeah. Vegas run everything. Vegas is the reason why that happened. Vegas didn't want anybody to lose, so Vegas told them to make it a draw. That's what you're gonna hear from the next day. Yeah,
but still, poor clock management by the Packers at the end of both halves. That could have cost them big. But back to the Cowboys. The offense, like I said, it was content just to punt, and when you're an undermanned team, and you got to play aggressive and look like that block extra point kind of got their juice going. And really, to tell you the truth, it kind of got them going because they started running the ball. When the Cowboys started running the ball, especially when they got their first touchdown, they ran the ball really down the Packers' throat, and that opened up the pass to Diggs and to some other receivers. To George Pickens and to some other receivers, kind of settle Dak down. We talked about Dak's at his best when he has a balanced offense. When he's got to do it all his own, you start seeing some things go haywire for him. But when he's got balance and you know he's got a running game, you start to see him start really play his best ball, and that's what happened. Because that first touchdown they got. Go ahead.
I have a live look in the tunnel right now. I believe we are awaiting a Jerry Jones post-game interview right now. I'm looking inside the tunnel. On there, we're waiting for Jerry Jones to arrive, maybe, and give us a post-game interview. If he's not already, but kind of remind me of interview coming.
Yeah, kind of remind me of Jerry ought to feel just like his alimony payments with his last baby mama. You know, he didn't have to pay nothing, but they still think the kid is his, so he's kind of in this tie thing where, you know, he still don't have to pay nothing. But, you know, everybody still think he's running out on his marriage. But hey, either way, but yeah, to get back to what I was saying.
It is my son.
Yeah, but I still think it is. But yeah, the Cowboys got it going when we saw out the running game, and then it got it going from there. But like I said before, this defense still has got a lot of issues, and having Deron Bland did not help any. He got burnt for a touchdown, and a couple plays he got burnt for a few. But shout to Diggs. Diggs had a few big plays. Also, he had an interception that was called back because they had too many men on the field. And also, he had a big play at the end of the end of the overtime where he basically stopped the screenplay. So shout out to him getting over himself and over his feelings, his butt hurtness, and actually playing a pretty decent game out there. As we see the highlights right here. The Packers on the first possession, they kind of went down there very easily. This was we thought, my goodness, it was two guys open on the same route. Right here. That was a sack right there. That was one of the few good plays the Cowboys had. But the Cowboys defense, you know, it is what it is. Good Lord. Just straight down the middle. Right there. They have their challenges. But then they had a penalty. But it still didn't help the Cowboys. The Packers said, "Oh, that's fine. We suck so bad, we're just gonna take it from here." There's Deron Bland. He got burnt. Let's call him Toasty because he got burnt tonight too. And then got an extra point. It was 7-0 right there. And then we thought, well, here we go again. It's gonna be a long day at the office. Here's the fastest man in the NFL. He wasn't fast on this one. Here's Dak Prescott.
I really wish you would leave that where you got it from.
Hey man, he had some. Listen, man, he called a great pass today. Toe tapper. So give him his credit. Here's Dak Prescott right here. Didn't get much on that one. It's still 7-0. The Cowboys having to punt. And then the Packers. Right here. I think going down the field again. Yeah. Going down the field again and getting another touchdown. Look at there. It's open lanes. That's Jadeveon Clowney. He's way back there in the secondary. I thought he's supposed to be a pass rusher. That Jadeveon Clowney getting beat off the edge again.
Anton Bashir says the game than Micah did.
So what now?
Anton Bashir, the clock operator, had a bigger impact on the game than Micah did.
Well, everyone said, well, I know what? I'm not going to say that because I'm going to say it again. Micah did have a sack, and I'm going to tell you now, if Micah doesn't
stopping the clock at 1 second was really make or break for the Cowboys.
If Micah Parsons doesn't get that sack, doesn't get that tackle on Dak Prescott, hits his head on the goalpost because the corner.
If the play got ready to stop the thing at one what's the name? We don't what's the name?
So and he walks in, so field goal is irrelevant in my mind. But the clock operator handled it, but that sack, or whatever they call it, tackle that Micah had did have an impact. But yeah, The clock operator, I'm sure Jerry's gonna find whoever the clock operator and fire him. By the time we get off the air tonight, in a secret memo somewhere. Yeah, man. Like I said, this was a big time, a big time moment by the Green Bay Packers. It could have went hella bad.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt you, but we do have an interview. We have George Pickens doing some talking.
Oh, George Pickens.
Yeah, we got George Pickens. So let's go.
Yeah,
George
on the
Pickens.
tie.
Say about tonight's
like
victory.
He doesn't look like he like a tie.
Sorry, tie. About tonight's tie.
You keep getting that wrong, don't you?
I do.
Nah, most definitely not anticipated this way. But like I said, we can't complain, can't control. We can only control what we can control. I feel like we executed well on offense and defensively. We stopped them just enough, I feel like.
Do you feel like it's time to do away with tie games in the NFL?
Yeah. Just for me personally, I know NFL organization, it's a good look, but for me, I want to win or lose, one of the two.
You guys didn't have CD tonight, but you stepped up like you normally do. Mm-hmm. As a one receiver. You talked about some of those catches that put in the last touchdown because that was.
I'll probably just say get my route up, and then after that, run after catch. You know what I mean? Especially knowing the situation too. Knowing like the DB gonna overcommit, and it's the end of the game. We trying to score. If we can score, we can definitely get the lead.
You take us through the catch before halftime. Yeah. Double covers outside line. That one was.
I think it was the guy was pressed. It was man. The safety, the ball just hung up to let the safety come over in time, and I feel like just making a great catch. Like I said earlier in the week, trying to make plays for Dak with CD being out.
How important was it?
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of trust. And I feel like what I can control as me as a playmaker, that's going to make him trust me more, make him a plays.
We feel you, George. Hey, what you can.
Well, Kendrick, you got anything to say to that?
Listen, man, I'm happy for George Pickens, man. Listen,
George Pickens, very impressive.
Yeah, man. Without CD out there showing what he can do, being an X receiver. Like I said, I'm shocking to me. I thought because he didn't know that much about the offense, a little he had going in, that they was gonna line him up.
Operator failed my team taint.
Yeah. But I thought they was gonna specifically line him up at the X on the end, but they moved him around the slot, and he thrived in it. So it's gonna be just better when CeeDee Lamb gets back. But this should give Cowboys a lot of Cowboy fans a lot of hope. It's also Dak Prescott a lot of confidence, and also George Pickens a lot of confidence that however long CeeDee Lamb is out, that he can carry the weight. And then hey, that's doing about making him a lot more money out there. So get that checkbook out ready because George Pickens waiting on it.
Don't worry, he will. He has no problem getting that out there.
You may have to talk to his agent also. So just leave. I think they learned that lesson. But, yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
We got it right here. The man, Jerry Jones, has spoken. Walt, the pitch count ain't matter. That was Tobash who said that, not me. We got Jerry Jones. He's doing some talking. And let's go to him right now. It's Jerry Jones. See how he feels about this tie, and will he be firing? Will he be firing the clock operator? First thing tomorrow morning. Here's Jerry.
I don't think it's gonna take till tomorrow morning. By now he's done with that interview.
Jerry.
Well, proud of them, and I thought we played well enough. I'm sick for these guys, sick for these players, sick for these coaches. mostly sick for our fans that we didn't bring home a win. I'm proud of them. And I thought we played well enough to win the game. I'm sick for these guys, sick for these players, sick for these coaches, and mostly sick for our fans that we didn't bring home a win. But I am proud of the way we competed tonight. Okay.
What can you say about the way your team added Micah Parsons specifically tonight? The way they held him at bay and he didn't have sacks and to impact the game maybe as much as some expect.
Well, I knew that he is the great player that he is. And I like the way that we got ready to play him, and we played him, and we ran at him, and but we knew he was there, and he made a difference. But that's the way it goes. Whether we like it or not, I'll take my side of it, and Green Bay can have their side of it.
Can you think of a better game that Dak Prescott has ever played for you?
I can't. I saw him right there a minute ago, and I happen to agree with you. And to not come out with a W for that one is unbelievable for him. But I thought he was the better quarterback tonight, and I would think that, but I do think that, and I know what we've got ahead of us. It's NFL. His schedule is daunting, but we've got help on the way. We had some guys play well. I noticed our offensive line. I thought we had some guys play well in the offensive line, and we have a lot of respect for Green Bay. And I thought we absolutely held her on all the way with it.
Jerry, does this put the Michael Parsons trade to bed? Does this end the talk?
Well, I'm going to let everybody, and I'm sure a few watched it tonight, but just let everybody take a look at it and decide for yourself. That's the way this works, and will be different viewpoints about where the differences are out there. But I like what we did out there for our half of this time.
Speaking of respect for Green Bay, what's going through your mind when Micah prevents, Dak from going into the end zone there in the extra period?
Well, again, I really would have liked to have seen a touchdown. Turned out that might have made a difference. I don't think he gets in anyway. In terms of that, be sure. But that's neither here nor there. They played 3.5 hours out there tonight. Okay, and tied. And they got Micah, and we've got what we've got, and we.
Game day final starts right now.
Who was that?
Well, that was Jerry.
Hey, Walt. Your microphone look kind of muddy. Sound kind of muddy.
Do you agree with what Jerry was saying so far, Kendrick?
Look.
Okay, does it sound better now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Listen. The trade is done. I would agree with him on that. It's not. You can't reverse. It's not coming back. So the Cowboys got to move on. I do agree on this. The Cowboys played them very well, very, very well. Far well than I thought they was going to play, man. Get the Cowboys credit, man. They went out there and battled. They went out a team that wanted this game, and then, like I said, they ought to give them some great encouragement on the offense end, especially with CeeDee Lamb out, especially seeing how Dak Prescott played tonight in the offensive play, because remember the offense was dog doo-doo last week, only putting up 14 points against a poor Chicago Bears team last week. But what I would disagree on is that comment he made, like it wouldn't have made a difference. The play Micah played, Dak scores the touchdown. He walks in. I don't know if the old man was asleep, but Dak, if Micah doesn't make that play, Dak walks in and that's a touchdown. That does changes things in a perspective when it comes to what Green Bay has to do instead of having to kick a field goal, which they almost didn't get off. Instead of having to have a touchdown. That 7 points make a difference from 3, Jerry. So I don't know if you drunk a little more like brown liquor, but 7 makes a difference from 3. So I disagree on that. But yeah, all in all, You ties are ties. You don't play for ties, but it's the way the game goes. You didn't lose, but you didn't win. But like I said before, we talked about it, Walt. It's going to hurt both teams because you don't get the L as far as the playoffs go. You don't get the L in the loss column, but you don't get the dub in the win column just in case if you need it. So it's kind of like it's just you just played a week worth of football for nothing. But the good thing for the Cowboys is they got the Jets next week, and then the Panthers the week after, and that puts it. They have to get 2 dubs in a row the next 2 weeks to make up for this tie.
Yeah, not gonna argue with you there, but it's a gift to the curse is what I want to say. Shim, she was talking about my whole Dak under 40 passes. Well, here's the thing.
You give him too much credit for that. He didn't say 40. He go 5 low.
Yeah. But notice this though, when he got to 40, what did they do? What did they start doing?
Oh no, you tell me, man.
They started running the They ran the football the last few plays when they got to 40.
I ain't never heard of I never heard a man make a 61 man. I'm just as weird to me. I'm just saying. It's just weird to be a man. It's just weird to be a man making $61 million. You got him on a pitch count. It's just weird to me.
Kendrick, sometimes
the man the highest paid,
you have to save your quarterback from himself, is what that is.
The man the highest paid player in the NFL, you got more pitch count. How's that bad mathing? Good Lord. Oh, no wonder we got a tie. You had Dak in a pitch count. You let Dak throw 50 times, you might would have won the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, listen. All he could have threw an interception, could have lost the game. But another hit, we'll never know. We're in a tie.
We could have went that route. We could have but it I mean, like I said, the tie thing is a gift to the curse. Like you say, you win, you didn't win, you didn't lose, but now beating the Jets next week. You remember back at the beginning of the game, I said, man, this is kind of a must win for the Cowboys because if they don't, like, you're gonna be down 1-3, and you don't want to be 1-3 going into the what's the name? Going into the schedule that they got as we brought up the schedule in the first in the pregame show. It's gonna be a hard hole to climb out of, especially with the Eagles being undefeated right now.
Well, you already said you forget about the division. You just talked about trying to wild card it. But yeah, with the schedule they have,
with Jaden Daniels down, but I don't know. Jackson Dart might be nipping at our heels here.
Yeah,
going out there getting a win today.
So it puts pressure that the Cowboys got to get a win next week and the week after.
They need to, they need to win this game, and they need to win Carolina.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then the Jets and the Carolina become 2 must wins. You got to get
wins. They can't split. They can't split. They can't anything like that. They need to win both games.
Because like I said, you didn't lose, but you didn't win either. I mean, it's just you won 2-1. So so technically, you really counted more. If you really want to think about it, you really counted more of the loss than anything because you didn't put a dub in the other column. So you still stuck on 1 win. But like I said, you got a chance to make up for it. Like I said, we'll give the Cowboys confidence next week. Is that
we honestly talk about how Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the league right now? I don't know about that one.
That's a guy in Buffalo.
Josh Allen is playing better. As much as it regurgitates me to say that, Josh Allen is definitely playing better.
John, what's called playing pretty good basketball. I mean, pretty good football. Also the old man in LA is playing some good football also.
Stafford?
Yeah, he's playing some good ball, man. He's playing some good ball. But Dak, listen, Dak, give Dak credit, man. He's balling. I wouldn't say the best quarterback in the league,
No,
but he's been.
I don't need no look at the numbers. It's Josh Allen, and Josh
But
Allen
but
is the MVP.
but
Well, I ain't gonna say MVP. I don't give him that early, but he's definitely the best quarterback right now. And I know who it ain't. For all you people at home want to crown Patrick Mahomes, it ain't Patrick Mahomes. So let's start there. It ain't him.
Patrick Mahomes said, "You know what? I don't need to be the best. All I need to do is play the Ravens every week." God, Lord, you talking about a trash can on fire right there is the Ravens. But anyway, Dak Prescott, like I said,
yeah, Dak's game last week hurt him.
Yeah, he's been balling, but like I said, last week he did not really play very well. Now the defense was god awful, but he didn't play very well. He didn't help him, and you're going to have to accept it. He's going to have to. The Cowboys offense is going to have to score 40 points. It seems like
got to score 40 points every week.
Well,
his arm gonna be hanging by a thread, but come week what's name?
He making 60. He making $61 million. He can't be on no pitch count. He can't be on no pitch count.
You can't say that wasn't on him. He threw 2 interceptions. Last game. That was on him.
So, well, the 1 interception wasn't on him, but it was another one on him.
He threw 2 interceptions. He threw 2. And not to mention, I don't give a damn who out there on the field. It's the damn Chicago Bears. Matt Eber, freaking Flus. The hell you lose to the damn Bears?
Well, it's the same reason why they let Russell Wilson have his last hurrah and then get benched this week out. Russell Wilson said, "I had my last hurrah against the Cowboys." That's what it is. Oh, but yeah, man.
Hot hell for that.
Yeah, but the Cowboys. Listen, the Cowboys could easily be 2-2, or they could be 0-4 here. Because, like I said, we're getting back to it.
I'm with you, Shan. I want Matt Eberflus fired like tomorrow.
Because
luckily, listen, when we talked about this in the pregame, luckily for Eberflus tonight, they didn't get blown out. Because if they had got blown out, Eberflus, I don't even know how his car would work coming into the Star tomorrow. Because I mean, it was headed that way. And I heard Chris Collinsworth, you ought to be ashamed of the broadcast you doing tonight. Up there kissing Matt Eberflus's ass, talking about some. You got to give Matt Eberflus credit. I mean, he stuck to his gun.
Hello, it was kind of funny. Let's go on. Hello, it's kind of funny.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
It's kind of funny. He did that, and then the Cowboys gave him a touchdown right to play.
Right.
He did that, and the Cowboys gave a touchdown to play right after.
Are you freaking kidding me? Give Matt Eberflus credit. He hasn't changed anything and it's worked. Get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck are you talking about? This defense has looked the exact same in 3 weeks. Nothing has changed. They're getting beat with disguises and trick plays. And that's the second time a team has come out in the first 2 plays they've thrown the ball downfield on us.
Yep, that is true. That is true.
Not even. I think Russell Wilson threw the ball down deep on us in like the first play.
He did it a whole bunch of times, man. Russell Wilson had his last hurrah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Caleb Williams, boy. Caleb Williams said, "Man, I ain't never seen space like this since I was in USC." I mean, but yeah, the defense is horrible. The defense is bad. It is bad. It looks like it's not going to change, unfortunately. Like I said, for Deron Bland, he got torched a couple times in this game.
He got very first touchdown of the game. Come on.
It looks like the Javion Clowney's experiment is over. He looked old. I mean, he looked old out there. He looked like he got a better chance of escaping South Carolina's finest. Yeah. Say what now?
Say that name again.
Javion Clowney.
What the fuck was this, Bruce?
Listen, it really doesn't even matter because
Clowney, man.
It really doesn't even matter because I don't think he's gonna be here that long. That man look like he's about done. He's about done.
We got hit with the flea flickers from 1996 last week, man.
it look like he's about done. South Carolina's finest.
Honestly, when's the last time you seen a flea flicker and it worked on a and it worked on the Cowboys defense. Somebody was wide open down the field, man.
Oh well, the Packers tried it again. They tried that double pass tonight. They got some pressure on the Packers where they weren't able to get it off, but they tried some trick plays here tonight. But y'all know, man, it was a very entertaining game. But until the listen, my opinion, until the Cowboys get massively improvement on their defense, there's no way that Dak Prescott can sustain this. They can't sustain this kind of play. Not there, but give them credit as we see another open pass right there. Okay, well we're moving to the we're moving back.
I need to go back because we left off with everybody before the touchdown.
Yeah. And there's missed tackles. Somebody got stiffed on face. Yeah, this was the first possession. Good. That was one good play by the Cowboys made, but then Green Bay Packers said, "Man, hold on." Russell Wilson put this much on these dudes. Yeah, there you go, right here. It was two guys open in the same area. That's how bad it was. It was two guys open in the same area. God dog. Yeah, that was some screens right there.
Damn, Anna. I'll give the Cowboys credit, but they still suck. Damn, Anna, tell us how you really feel. They had one job to do, beat Chicago. But Anna, I need to understand, on the last pregame show, I said the Cowboys are going to lose this game and then come back next week. Well, they didn't beat the
you keep going in on the tied, man.
Yeah, they didn't beat, I said they're gonna play better and look like a different team come next week, and you ain't gonna understand why and how it happened.
Yeah, here you go. The fastest man in the NFL right here. Went fast on that.
I really wish you would quit saying that.
Listen, man, I ain't the only one saying it.
You don't even like Jerry Jones. Why are you quoting him?
You have right on that. You have right on that. I don't like
Jerry Jones. You decided to quote.
You have right. I don't like Jerry Jones, and and I did quote him. Oh man! Oh, there's a play right there, wide open. One of Matt Eberflus's prize possessions, that linebacker, who that dude is name, he can't play. He basically ran himself right out the play right there. I mean, good grief. Also, we got Malik Hooker. He got injured his toe, so he left the game. On a non-contact.
Hooker. Oh.
Yeah. Some people say he ducked out, but because he see what's coming. So, but anyway, but yeah, there's another bad play. I mean, missed tackles all over the place. And finally, some pressure by the Cowboys, and that's what's they're gonna have to get pressure, man, because they can't hold on. Well, right there, got the stop right there. And then I think they did get a stop on this possession. Well,
a lot of flags going.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys got 11 of them. That was a punt, which led to Cowboys them having a possession and them having to punt the ball back to the Packers. There's Dak sharing the wealth. Listen, man, I like this kid, man. I like this kid right here, J-Dub. I like this kid, man. Listen, when the Cowboys learned when you're on the goal line, give the ball to him. Oh, they missed this play. If Dak leads him a little more to the sideline, the fastest man in the NFL can show you what he can do. And that was a throw to underneath the sticks. Bad play by Dak Prescott. Should have got throw beyond. No, actually, bad play by the tight end. You got to go beyond the sticks. And then the Cowboys tried to draw them off sides. It didn't work. End up having to punt. Then we got a punt return right here. Missed tackle right there. Gets out of bounds. And then the Packers.
Get better tackling, too. I mean, good Lord.
Then the Packers. It's the same screen we saw with the Bears doing the same exact play. But Matt Eberflus, y'all doing anything in the film room? And there's a run right there. The Packers will later take this down for a touchdown right here. When we thought, my goodness, when they aimed to score. name the score because they took it right down the throats. As we get here, what is this? 2nd and 10. Pass right here, complete. They make make the first down. More bad tackling. Good grief. Packers still with possession. Nice play right here by Jordan Love. And this play right here, another screen play. Oh, Cowboys had them drawn out, but the Packers screamed them to death today. Watch this play by Jordan Love. This is a lateral. So
okay, you said that, but he did pitch it backwards.
That is a lateral. So right there, led, and then right here on Elam, touchdown. We thought, my goodness, the guys with the big inflated helmet was about to run away. Then he had the block right here. This started it all. A block kick, 2 points the other way. 13-2. And then the Cowboys, right here, start running the football. This is what I like to see. Running the football. That's your favorite football player right there, man. Favorite running back right there.
Nice pass right here from Dak Prescott. Oh.
No, it was an incompletion right here. But they started trying to go.
A flag on that one.
Yeah, trying to do some things. Nice play. That's the fastest man in the NFL right there.
All right. Listen, I'm going to give him his credit tonight. Kevontae Turpin showed up and did his thing tonight. He showed up and showed out.
That's some more runs right there.
Jalen Tolbert really had to play that save the game today if we really wanted to.
Oh! Yeah, man, that was the hit of the season right there.
Yeah,
and he got drilled again. But this resulted in a penalty because for some reason the guy punched the guy.
Here we go. I was finna say they're finna hit us with a with a
Cowboys had them snuffed out. They had them snuffed out right here.
Yeah, they seen that last week with the Bears.
Yeah, if you see it too many times, I guess you finally realizing, maybe I need to cover this thing. This was an incomplete pass right here, finally, and then Malik Hooker, he ends it just running. Shout out, R.I.P.
Like he got shot.
Maybe his career did, but there you go. That's when your boy got George Pickens started getting. I think this is when he gets injured right here. Cowboys.
Absolutely not the Cowboys. I have a tribute video for Michael Parsons. Didn't deserve one.
That was a screen play. Oh, good play by. Yeah, saw Javonte Williams started getting the ball more. This was Dak Prescott started just leading the team, man. Dealing. Look at that throw right there. Great throw. Finding receivers. Play action right there.
Second quarter, close to the second quarter, they got this thing going and rolling.
Yeah, so again, they started doing the screen game.
What happened, but second quarter, they got that thing rolling.
Yeah, started running the ball. Play action right there. Good play action fake. Good throw to Pickens. Dak again. And this was just a crazy catch right here. What a catch. What a catch. Right here. This is what George Pickens does. That's Dak Prescott with his running in, man. That's his second rushing touchdown of the season. It took about 6 years, but it took about 4 years, but that leg ankle finally healed up, ain't it? Yeah, the Cowboys also get another touch. They get a quick touchdown and makes it 16-13. So look at her. Cowboys got the lead, but then they don't do nothing with it on the first possession of the second half, unfortunately. And they end up having to punt back to the Packers.
I was gonna say, why don't you go ahead and give us some numbers on?
Yeah, I hate that right there. George Pickens dropped that pass. That may have been big if he would have dropped that pass right there. Yes, hey man, you want to get the stats? Let's go and give it to him right here. Let's give it to him now. Give it to him now. All right, let's get down to it. All right. Let's start with your stats and facts brought to you by me, myself, and I. And Walt Chisholm. And me, myself, and I. Also. First downs. The Packers had 32 of first downs to the Cowboys 26. Third down efficiency. The Cowboys were just 4 of 11. The Packers were 10 of 14. Damn, that's almost 75%. I mean, each team made their 1 4th down. Each team was 1 on 1 on 4th down. Total plays, the Packers ran 79 plays to the Cowboys 67. Total yards, the Packers had 489 in total yardage to the Cowboys 436. Total drives, the Packers had 11 drives to the Cowboys 10. Yards per play, the Cowboys was 6.5 yards per play to the Packers 6.2. Passing yards, the Packers were 325 to the Cowboys 319. Yards per pass, the Cowboys was 7.8 yards per pass to the Cowboys 7.4. Each team had a sack in the game, 1 sack on the game. Rushing, the Packers ran it for $164 to the Cowboys 117. The Packers were 4.7 a rush to the Cowboys 4.5. Red zone, both teams were pretty good in the red zone. The Cowboys were 4 or 5 from the red zone. The Packers were 5 of 6. Penalties, the Packers had 7 penalties for 53 yards. The Cowboys had 11 penalties for 95 yards. Only turnover was the Jordan Love fumble in the game. The Cowboys played clean football and time of possession. Packers were 30, both basically even. Packers were 35 minutes and 33 seconds to the Cowboys 34 minutes and 27 seconds. Let's get to the box score, if you will. As we said before, Rain Dakota Prescott, 31 of 40 for 319, 3 tutties. He ended up with a 94.4 QBR rating. Javonte Williams, 20 carries for 85 yards. Good work. He's 4.3 yards a carry. And he also had a touchdown. Ryan Flournoy, 1 carry for 12 yards. Miles Sanders, before he got injured, he had 2 carries for 8 yards. Hunter Lemke, 1 carry for 6 yards. Kavontae Turpin, he had a carry for 4 yards. And Dak Prescott also had a scramble for 2 yards and a touchdown on that scramble. Receiving, George Pickens was the high man, 8 carries for $134, 2 tutties off 11 targets. He had 16.8 yards, a catch in this game, including a long of 28. Jalen Tolbert, who had a long catch of 34 yards, 4 catches off 6 targets for 61 yards in this game. Jake Ferguson, 7 catches for 40 yards off 7 targets, so he caught all his targets. Kavontae Turpin, 3 catches off 4 targets for 30 yards in this game. Miles Sanders, he had 2 catches for 17 yards off 2 targets. Javonte Williams, 3 catches off 3 targets for 15 yards. Ryan Flournoy, 2 catches for 14 yards off 2 targets. And Luke Schoonamaker, 2 catches for 8 yards off 2 targets. And also, you had Hunter Lupke, who had a target, but he didn't catch his pass. For the defense, James Houston also had that fumble recovery off Jordan Love. He had a pretty good game. Jack Sanborn, 11 total tackles and 6 solo. He also had a pass deflection. Kenneth Murray Jr., 8 total tackles, 4 solo in this game. Reddy Stewart, 6 total tackles, 6 solo. He also had a tackle for loss. Donovan Wilson, 6 total tackles, 5 solo, and a tackle for loss. Also had, excuse me. No, he didn't have a tackle for loss. OC had 6 total tackles, 3 solo, and a tackle for loss. In this game, he also had 2 quarterback hits. Deron Bland, 5 total tackles, 4 solo. He also had a tackle for loss in this game. Donovan Ezekiel, 5 total tackles, 4 solo. He also had another total tackle for loss. Shamar James, 5 total tackles, 1 solo. Trayvon Diggs, 4 total tackles, 4 solo. He also had a tackle for loss in this game. So he was sticking his nose in there. Maybe he got the message. Malik Hooker, before his toe fell off, he had 4 total tackles and two solo. Kyer Elam, 3 total tackles, 2 solo. Mr. Clowney, 3 total tackles, 1 solo. Damn, he did all that. I didn't see him out there. Jaywan Thomas, 3 total tackles, 1 solo. James Houston had a good night. 2 total tackles, 1 solo. Also had a sack and a tackle for loss. Dante Flower Jr., 2 total tackles, 1 solo. Kenny Clark, 2 total tackles, 1 solo. Also had a QB hit in this game. Marcus Bell, 1 total tackle, 1 solo. CJ Goodwin, 1 total tackle, 1 solo in this game. Marius Lafau, 1 total tackle, 1 solo. Sam Williams, he had a bad penalty, but he had 1 total tackle and 1 solo. I think he got benched. And Mozzie, he played in this game. He had 1 total tackle. And Marshawn Nealon had 1 total tackle in this game. As far as punt returns, kick returns, Kavontae Turpin had 6 of them for a total of 175 yards, 175 yards, 29.2 average, including a long of 45 yards. Brandon Aubrey. The Cowboys also, they had them. I think they did punt the ball, but they had them rule no punts. No punt returns. In this game. Shams, why you sitting up here? Right, you can come on this show.
What the fuck was this, Bruce?
And figure it out for me. Brandon Aubrey, I got that one. He was 1-1. He was 1-1 from the field. 1-1 for the field goal. In this game, 5 extra points in this game. Yeah, I shoot down all the haters. Brian Anger, 4 punts in this game, including 1 inside the 20, a long of 51 yards. Let's get to the Green Bay Packers. Hopefully they got better names. Jordan Love, I pronounced that right. 31 of 43, 337, 3 touchdowns. He had a QBR rating of 118 in this game. He also was sacked for 12 yards, including that, and that resulted in that turnover. Josh Jacobs, 22 carries for 86 yards, 2 touchdowns in this game. Emmanuel Wilson, 8 carries for 44 yards. Jordan Love, 3 carries, 3 scrambles, you can say, for 28 yards. Matthew Golden, 1 carry for 5 yards. Savon Williams, 1 carry for 1 yard. Receiving, Josh Jacobs, he was the high man. He did work in rushing and receiving. He had four catches for 71 yards on 4 targets. Romeo Dobbs, 6 catches for 58 yards off 8 targets. Matthew Golden, 5 catches for 58 yards off 6 targets. Tucker Kraft, 5 catches for 56 yards off 5 targets. Emmanuel Wilson, 3 catches for 37 yards off 3 targets. Savion Williams, 3 catches for 22 yards off 3 targets. Devontae Wicks, 2 catches for 19 yards off 4 targets. Malik Hip, 1 catch for 9 yards off 1 target. Luke Musgrave, 1 catch also off 1 target. And Chris Brooks, 1 catch off 1 target. And Walt, just to let you know that he's thinking of you, Walt, your favorite player. We'll mention him right here. Michael Parsons.
Oh God.
3 total tackles, 1 solo. He also had a sack in this game. In this game, and he also
they told it to him. He said that's not a sack, but he said, all right, that's cool. He can have it.
Well, he had it. He saved a touchdown. He also had 3 QB hits in this game. Yeah, he also had 3 QB hits in this game also. And also Rashawn Gary, he had 4 total tackles, 2 solo in this game. Not much else. Who else was the high man for the Packers? Quay Walker, 11 total tackles, 6 solo, 1 tackle for loss in this game. And Evan Williams, 10 total tackles, 5 solo, in this game. Also, Brandon McManus, 2 for 2 on his field goals, including a long of 53 in this game. And Daniel Williams, 2 punts for 83 yards, 41.5 an average, long of 43 in this game. And Walt, that is your stats and facts of this 40-40 tie. Tie. Yes, I did say tie in this game. Why hating sister wants to hate on my butchering of names. So
it's so weird to say that.
A butcher names, but walk back to you.
I've never thought we would live today where we would say the Cowboys had a tie.
Yeah. Tie. Don't they say tie goes to the winner? But not hit this one. Yeah, tie. We got a tie. 40-40 tie. 40-40, and we still didn't sell it. The Packers are still undefeated at AT&T Stadium, and the Cowboys still.
Jordan Love is undefeated at AT&T Stadium.
Yes, and the Cowboys still, for the record, have not tasted defeat.
Guess what? The Cowboys are still undefeated at home this season. Haven't lost
this
yet.
season. Has not tasted defeat. Make that math math. Make that math math.
Whoa,
Do
man.
we got
a tie? Really? A tie?
Yeah, a tie.
Man. If you ain't first, you're
yeah,
last.
Sure. Yeah, sure, Shams. Sure.
If you ain't first, you're last, man. Damn.
Yeah, first, you last.
All right,
yeah. Do we got Rain Dakota Prescott talking about this tie?
I'm trying to see, do we have any post game interviews before we get out of here?
I ain't never seen a post game interview where they interview both quarterbacks. What they did interview both quarterbacks at the end of the game.
Yeah, well, they had to because it was a draw.
It was a draw. Yeah, come on. Next up for the Cowboys, will be a 12 o'clock kickoff in MetLife Stadium against. Is that here?
No, both games are on the road.
Okay, in MetLife Stadium against the 0-3 Jets on Fox.
And then come here for Washington.
I'm pretty sure the great sounds of Daryl Moose Johnson will be on the call. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Tom Brady will not be calling.
I think that game might be on Channel 11.
No, that game's on Fox.
It is.
That game's on. Yeah, so you'll be hearing Daryl Johnston calling the game next week with some other slappy he got next to him. You won't be seeing Tom Brady.
Damn, do we get any games on
Yeah.
Do we get
Thanksgiving
any games on Channel 11?
Yeah, the Broncos. You gonna get the Broncos.
Okay, the Broncos. Okay, that makes sense. The Broncos
and the Chiefs.
Wait,
the Broncos and the Chiefs.
I thought Thanksgiving was Fox. I thought Fox did the Thanksgiving game.
No. Thanksgiving, you'll be hearing the tones of Tony Romo and Jim Nantz.
Well,
yeah.
let me tell you something. Tony Romo, he gonna be in a pickle come Thanksgiving, because if that dude there don't love him some Patrick Mahomes, I don't know who else does. I mean, my Lord, I was listening to him today talking about Patrick Mahomes, and geez, you'd have thought Patrick Mahomes was second coming. I mean, good Lord, Tony.
Well,
he gonna be in some trouble.
Well, he kind of is, man. He got 3 Super Bowl wins. He kind of is.
I'm just saying. I mean, this guy, he was praising. The
man got 3 Super Bowl wins and 2 MVPs and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. I don't know what you're talking about. You kind of lose an argument.
I've seen you pander to some crowds before, but not like the way Tony Romo was with this.
Hold on. Tony Romo, you're right. Tony Romo loves his Patrick Mahomes, boy. He loves his Patrick Mahomes. He loves his Patrick Mahomes, boy. I gotta give it to you on that. He loves his Patrick Mahomes.
Boy, listen. NBC loves having the Cowboy games, and Tony Romo loves having Chiefs games because he goes on and on about how good Patrick Mahomes is. My Lord.
So the two games you'll see on CBS will be Cowboys at Broncos. That'll be on the 26th, November 26th. October 26th. And the Thanksgiving game, November 27th, Chiefs at Cowboys. So you're probably seeing Jim Nantz and Tony Romo on both of them.
Yeah, maybe so. Tony Romo, he's gonna love him.
That's it. That's if the Cowboys lose both these games coming up, get the Jets and the Panthers, or you won't see Jim Nantz and Tony Romo in Denver. You'll see him on Thanksgiving, but you won't see him in Denver. You'll see some other slapping.
Jim said she had to mute the man earlier. I mean, good Lord, Tony. I was like, my God. I get it. I know he's y'all hero, but good Lord.
Well, I mean, he's doing stuff that Tony Romo can dream of doing. Like, win Super Bowls, getting the conference championships, getting the Super Bowls, winning MVPs, doing stuff like that. Tony Romo can dream of doing that kind of stuff. Just like.
Right,
no rain, Dakota.
No, man, we don't have any. We don't have them. They didn't pull them up tonight. They don't have them up here.
We got I don't know if Walt wants to say it. I guess we'll talk about that during the week. We got some news. We'll talk about that during the week. Well, what we talked about on Friday.
It's about moving.
Yeah, we want.
No. We won't be on next Sunday. Well, really, we could just do post game. It ain't gonna take that long to do what we gotta do.
Let's do post game that night.
Yeah, we can just do post game. We probably won't do pre-game, but yeah, we should be good. We good for a post game.
Let's do post game that night.
I'm playing the Jets.
Let's do post game that night. Little recap that night.
That's fine. Yeah. So we are leaving this studio. Tonight was the last show in this studio. We are moving on to bigger and better horizons.
On the tie.
I was going to say cheaper, but no, we're not moving to cheaper horizons. We're moving to bigger and better horizons.
Oh, I thought it was the tie. I thought he was moving. He was making a sideways move. I thought he was making a sideways move.
This is not a tie. We definitely lost on this situation. When it comes to paying the money they wanted me to pay.
Oh man.
So no, it's not. But yeah, we will. We'll be back Sunday. We'll be. It's a 12:00 game, so we'll be back at some point in the evening time sometime. I mean, it ain't nothing but the Bills and the Patriots playing Sunday Night Football next week.
Oh my God, really? That's what it is. Ew. Yeah. Bills going. I can already predict that one. Bills going 5-0. They're going 5. They're going 5-0 easy. Very easy. Jeez Louise.
Let me see. Can I find a before we end the broadcast?
Oh, any football fans out there while Walt's trying to find for in the broadcast? It will be 2 games on tomorrow. Dolphins and Jets. Yeah. And also Bengals and Broncos. Yay. Well, I mean, Troy Aikman shaking his head and saying, either way, either game, I really don't want to be there.
Actually, we do, and we got okay. Yeah, we actually have found it. Okay, we got a couple interviews to run in. Let's run a couple interviews.
All right.
1 second. You know what? No, don't do all that.
You got somebody?
Yeah, I got the Dak.
All right. Rain.
Coach
Dakota Prescott.
Rain Dakota. We're gonna find out how.
Do he got a tie on? Do you got a tie on?
We got a tie, but definitely a suit on.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I guess it's too soon. It was too soon. Too soon.
Okay, 1 second. As Kendrick makes sounds back there in the back.
Let's wait on you, man. Nervously making sounds.
Okay, here we go. All right, here's Dak.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And then I think it rolls into Micah and Jerry.
Okay. Oh, we already had Jerry, didn't we?
Yeah. But here we go.
Game for ties. I've told y'all before, I don't care about the stats. I don't care about the ebbs and flows. I just care about the end result and the win. And so when you don't get that, right now it's tough for me, you know, guess 10 years in, the first tie I've been a part of, it's hard to kind of wrap my head around it because I know I'd feel a hell of a lot worse if it was a loss. But I'm not satisfied. Not that I would be if we won, but yeah, it's a weird feeling. I guess they gave him, I found out, a half a sack on that last little, you know, that's for y'all storyteller guys. So it's a no sack?
0 yards.
For ties. I've told y'all before, I don't care about the stats. I don't care about the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows. I just care about the end result and the win. And so when you don't get that, right now it's tough for me, you know, guess 10 years in, the first tie I've been a part of, it's hard to kind of wrap my head around it because I know I'd feel a hell of a lot worse if it was a loss. But I'm not satisfied. Not that I would be if we won, but yeah, it's a weird feeling. I guess they gave him, I found out, a half a sack on that last little, you know, that's for y'all storyteller guys. So it's a no sack.
0 yards.
They got Micah, and we've got what we've got, and we tied. There's nobody in here, obviously, that I'm going to let in any way I can put the lost part of the tie on them. I'm proud of this bunch. They competed their tails off in here tonight. They competed about there at the end when they retired. I'm proud of them. And I thought we played well enough to win the game. I'm sick for these guys, sick for these players, sick for these coaches, and mostly sick for our fans that we didn't bring home a win. But I am proud of the way we competed tonight. Okay.
What can you say about the way your team combated Micah Parsons specifically tonight? The way they held him at bay and he didn't have sacks and to impact the game maybe as much as some expect.
Well, I knew that he is the great player that he is. And I like the way that we got ready to play him, and we played him, and we ran at him, and but we knew he was there, and he made a difference. But that's the way it goes. Whether we like it or not, I'll take my side of it, and Green Bay can have their side of it.
Jerry, when you consider no CD Lamb, can you think of a better game that Dak Prescott has ever played for you?
I can't. I saw him right there a minute ago, and I have to agree with you. And to not come out with a W for that one is unbelievable for him. But I thought he was the better quarterback tonight, and I would think that, but I do think that. And I know what we've got ahead of us. It's NFL, his schedule is daunting, but we've got help on the way. We had some guys play well. I noticed our offensive line. I thought we had some guys play well in the offensive line, and we have a lot of respect for Green Bay. And I thought we absolutely held her on all the way around.
How's it feel? A tie game, no winner, no loser.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm pissed off. You know, I'm very disappointed. Just overall how we performed. You know, I even told Jordan to the side, you know, thank you for having our back today. You know, that's why it's so pivotal that, you know, you play complimentary football, because today Jordan played like the player he was, and we let him down. We didn't live up to the expectations on defense.
Never
Okay, so did you catch that Dak Prescott interview?
Seems unfulfilled, kind of like, maybe not bad sex or something. Like unfulfilled or something.
Well, we know that Dak and Michael did not like the tie, and Jerry says he's not gonna let anybody in that locker room put the tie on themselves or any coaches.
Yeah, man. Well. Hey, listen, a tie's a tie. And you didn't lose, but you didn't win. And in honor of that, hey man, look what I got. Got a tie.
Did you go? My Lord. My freaking Lord.
Yeah, man. Here we go. Yeah. Let's straighten this on up, man. Yeah. Oh, that's as far as I'm gonna go up with it. That's as far as I'm gonna go up with it. Right there. Yeah, man. It's a tie. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Here's to you. Got a tie. There you go, Walt. In honor of the game, I'm wearing my tie. I'm wearing my tie today, man. Wearing my tie.
Next week we won't have a pregame show and a halftime show, but we will have a postgame. We will have a postgame show. And look out for later this week. Kendrick's his power rankings are gonna drop.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Neither the Cowboys or the Packers will be in this top 10. Because unfortunately, a tie don't get you in the top 10. You got to get a dub. Neither one of them teams got that. So you will not see the Cowboys and Packers in the top 10. But let me tell you something. You will see the reigning defending Super Bowl champions back at 1, the Bills up there at 2. That's all I give you right now. I give the first 2.
Just wait till it come out. You ain't got to tell them everything.
I'm just giving the first 2.
Haven't you seen the Monday night games yet?
Listen, it's Jets, Dolphins, Broncos, Bengals. I could put it out right now. It ain't gonna make a difference.
One of those teams might make the top 5. You never know.
Yes, you got person got more chance of ass and water in the hill right now. Then that happening, please.
Right. All right, man. So just checking in. Just got home watching the game and with my dad at his crib. Yeah, I was totally wrong, but that was entertaining, and people can't say that they didn't get their money's worth.
Yeah, you got your money's worth, man. In a tie. In a tie.
Which is why Kendrick has a tie on. So there's that. All right, man. So we'll be back later on this week. But until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do the best business. We don't see you around, and we'll see you around live one day this week when Kendrick's top 10 power rankings comes out.
Got a piece.
I wish you guys nothing but best. The ceiling is the roof.